the International Monetary Fund has distributed a second tranche of over $1 billion to Pakistan. The disbursement of the second tranche comes on a day when the IMF held virtual discussions on Pakistan's upcoming budget as the visit of its mission to Islamabad that got delayed due to security concerns in the country. Now, with this transfer, the total disbursement from the IMF already stands at approximately $2.1 billion. This out of the total $7 billion bailout, which was signed between Pakistan and the global lender last year. Pakistan's government is scheduled to unveil the budget for fiscal 25-26 on June 2nd. The IMF talks will continue until May 16th. Now, to be sure, Pakistan is heavily dependent on the IMF bailout package, which helped to shore up its dwindling reserves. The country got backing of the fund at a critical time last year when it was on the verge of bankruptcy and was saved by the lender by providing $3 billion on a short-term basis. Now, according to the details on the IMF website, Pakistan has received at least 25 bailout loans since becoming a member of the fund. IMF has now appointed a new mission chief to Pakistan, Eva Petrova, a Bulgarian origin staff member, and the mission is now expected to travel to Islamabad over the weekend. Now remember, New Delhi has questioned the efficacy of such bailouts or the lack thereof, given Pakistan's poor track record in implementing reform measures. India has also flagged the possibility of these funds being used for state-sponsored terrorism and said the IMF was exposing itself to reputational risks and making a mockery of global values. As one of the 25 members of the IMF board, India's influence at the fund, however, seems to be limited. It represents only a 4-country group, including Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, as well as Bhutan. Now, unlike the United Nations one country, one vote system, the voting rights of IMF board members are based on the country's economic size and its contributions to the fund. For example, the US has the biggest voting share at 16.5%, while India holds just 2.6%. Besides, IMF rules do not allow for a vote against a proposal. Board members can either vote in favor or abstain, and the decisions are made by consensus of the board. Remember, India had abstained from voting in favor of the bailout for Pakistan.